Prospect shares his expectations with a former coach.
Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's his world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers, I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day 3 kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head-scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher? What are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you could trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them. And they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
A minor league manager checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field. He can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy. I'm excited to see what he becomes. And certainly as he gets started actually playing, actually being in games, we're going to be able to talk to some other folks who get a better read on him and see what they think. I'm excited for that. And frankly, I'm going to have my eye on him for a while.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Opening night here in this brand new season between the San Antonio Missions and the Corpus Christi Hooks. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Peter Solomon gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them.
Next to dig in, Dre Overstreet, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dog will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. And now in the box, Ray Dog. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder.
Oh, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. A bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. So now to the plate, Ray Dog. He bounced out last time up.
Ray Dog.
All right, looking for your pitch here. Let's go. Let's go.
First pitch of the AB now. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
A ball and a strike.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Digging in will be Ray Dog. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. And there's ball 1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Now to the plate, here is Winston Sawyer. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Looking up is the left fielder, and this one is gone. A home run.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he...
And now here is Ray Dog, grounded out in his last at-bat. Now the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. And that right there was his first Double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to Double-A baseball, and even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
At the plate now is Jose Siri, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Siri.
Soft grounder left side. Gonna be a tough play. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Up next, Sean Campaneris, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
5-2 the final score tonight. Corpus Christi took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Peter Solomon earns his first win of the season. Carson LaRue closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Central. Tonight, the 2nd of 3 to start the week between the San Antonio Missions and the Corpus Christi Hooks. It's baseball, it's
And
the
now,
show,
please
and it
welcome
comes your way next.
Corpus Christi Hooks.
Brandon Belak, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Dog finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. And stepping in, Ray Dog. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And there's one away.
Hey, that's a great job right there. Knowing he had time to collect himself, I love the internal clock right there. Didn't rush it, took the extra step, gathered himself, and threw a bolt to first base.
So next to bat will be Ray Dog. He bounced out last time up.
Ray Dog.
Swing and a flare down the line. Castillo ranging into shallow right, and a diving effort, but this will just tip off his glove, and that's a base hit. So now into the box is Jordan Brewer.
The right fielder, number 12, Jordan Brewer.
3-0 pitch on its way, and this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Next, here is Sean Campaneris. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. On the ground to third. He's right there. A tag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Ray Dog.
The left fielder, Ray Dog.
High in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right field,er and he makes the catch in the corner. Now to bat, Winston Sawyer. He grounded out last time up. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Dog is there, and he'll bring this one in. So now here is Ray Dog. Flew out last time up.
Ray Dog.
First offering. And, ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here comes the 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Really good late bite on it.
All right, let's go, come on.
High leverage at bat here, and standing in, it'll be Ray Dog as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. And that one yanked just foul. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Another one sent foul. Here's a hard-hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. And a shake of the head as that ball was hit hard, but it'll leave the... Next, it'll be Ivan Castillo. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at third with one away. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Evan Miller claims the win out of the pen, his first. Elliott Ashbeck wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do. Excursion.
We hear all the time from people around the game that AA is where you start to see the breaking balls that are really set apart from what you've seen before. That can be a big challenge for a young hitter.
Absolutely. And I think, when you think back to, some of the pitchers that I faced, some of the guys that you face in the big leagues for 5, 6, 10 years, you're thinking, man, I saw him somewhere. Yeah, it was AA, because when you see most prospects of any organization, they pretty much go to AA just to get themselves over that hump and get ready for the league.
You had a breakout season at the AA level yourself. What was it about you that enabled you to have that kind of campaign?
I was very confident, and I thought, if the confidence could just stay with me consistently, which is very hard to do at any level of baseball because it's a game of failure, I just try to be consistent every night, whether it was, defensively, offensively. Just bring something to the table. Go home with something where you felt good, and I didn't have to think about that game when I went to sleep.
A AA hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our coverage comes to you from the AA Central. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Mission.
Daniel Camarena gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Stepping up is Ray Dog. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Castillo will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. Striding forward now is the DH, Ray Dog. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. Down the third baseline. A windup and the 0-1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Hit to third. Fielded cleanly.
Beat it out.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Next, it'll be Ray Dog, grounded out in his last at-bat. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. Now at the plate, Ray Dog. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive, I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that.
Our final line score. First for the victorious misses. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Missions. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
San Antonio Mission.
So stepping in is Fisher Asuncion. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here it comes.
Number 58.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
Hey, play the first. Play the first.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And as he punches him out there, he collects his first Double-A strikeout.
Well, I'm sure that feels good, and maybe he'll keep the ball or something. But you know his sights are set on a lot higher than Double-A ball. Figuring out how to strike out a lot more guys at this level as he progresses in the minors will be one of the keys for him reaching the big leagues.
Chris Muriel comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he misses with it. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first. 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Batting third.
Standing in now, Winston Sawyer, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Now that's popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Jim Hernandez.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Batting fifth.
So now to the plate, Scott Roby. Line drive base hit.
No runner, hold it right there.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Into the box, Jason Villa, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away.
Hey, ready for that ground ball right here?
0-1, here it comes. In the air, down the line in left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Cut hold, no runner.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold it third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Jackson Whitaker is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Hey, come on, guys, let's go.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
And now the first pitch. He's set. The 0-1.
Nope.
Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Dog is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2. And now Darren Hoffman as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Jared.
Now a curveball misses inside.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Skied down the left field line. Jones will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out. Digging in next, Fisher Asuncion. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting.
Into the box, Chris Muriel. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
The 0-2 delivery. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Hooks lead it 3-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And now it'll be the catcher, Winston Sawyer.
The catcher.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Sierra backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jim Hernandez. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead 0-1.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
And another foul ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at-bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping in now, Scott Rohde. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He singled in his first AB. That's by him for strike 1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Brewer is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Leading off the inning, it'll be Jason Villa, and they could use a spark from him here.
Third baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Now batting.
At the plate, Jackson Whitaker. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
The bat.
Into the box now, Manolo Kupua, as he lifts it in the air to right field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Striding in is Darren Hoffman. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Now batting. Number 58.
To the plate now, Fisher Asuncion. No balls and 1 strike.
Nobody out here, nobody.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hoffman aboard here at first with nobody out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. Stepping in next, Chris Muriel. He went down on strikes last time up. Here's the pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Another one sent foul.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Hit weakly on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. 7th inning coming up. The Hooks are out in front here, 8-1. Last half of the 7th here, and next to hit is the catcher, Winston Sawyer.
The catcher.
First pitch on the way.
Sawyer.
1-0.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
And that's out number 1. Boy, he really had to go a long way to his left to get to that one, as is evidenced by Show Track. Good first step and a great throw to get it there in time. Definitely took away what looked to be a hit off the bat.
The left field.
So now to the plate, Jim Hernandez. 1-0 the count. A ball and a strike now. And he fouls this one off. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
At the plate now, Scott Rhodey, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Fly ball to straightaway left. Jones is in his tracks now, and that will retire the side. This one pretty well in the bag. 8th inning coming up. The Hooks lead it 8-1. Now to the plate, Jason Villa. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Strike him out, man. Get him yourself.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Line toward right center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Jackson Whitaker. No balls and a strike to count. Villa on at first, nobody out. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Here's another 1-2. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. Nivaldo Rodriguez will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Nivaldo Rodriguez.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Corpus Christi Hooks took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Ray Dog gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Ryan Weathers worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshow.com.
They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on The Show. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. Jerry Keel, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into the game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep in the games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Behind 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Ray Dog struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
And again a throw, and late reactions, and they got him. Now here's the pitch. Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 hit's all they get. Next up is Ray Dog. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Left fielder looking up. To the track, to the wall, and gone. He tucked it just inside the foul pole to tie the game. And a big moment for him there, his first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way, no matter what level you're playing at. Obviously, he's got aspirations to play in the big leagues, and this is exactly the kind of production that this organization is going to be looking for from him as his career progresses.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ray Dog. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over.
Boy, we were treated to a wild one here, weren't we? Gotta love a game when you score 13 runs and it doesn't end up in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game. 7th.
It's actually happening. The organization has decided to try him as both a position player and as a pitcher. They're really trying it here at the Double-A level. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline is with me. Jonathan, do you think this can work?
I mean, can it work, Ben? Yeah, of course it can work. It hasn't worked all too often. There are more and more teams who are trying to make it work. Most of these guys as amateurs were two-way players. They don't specialize usually until later on, and often they choose one or the other. You see more and more teams really making an effort to let players do both, to see maybe one jumps to the foreground on its own organically. It's awfully hard just because of the amount of work that you have to put in to excel either as a hitter and position player or as a pitcher. Naturally, some work is going to be taken away from one or the other if you're splitting your focus. And that's why we haven't seen it too often. Guys have to be tremendous athletically to be able to do both. The work ethic has to be off the charts. It's happened a couple of times at the major league level, but it's few and far between. So I'm really interested to see if it's going to work out in this case.
A prospect receives a check-in from his agent, who wants to make sure his client's career is being launched in a way that suits the young man's goals and ambitions. A minor league pitching coach offers advice to a new member of his staff.
Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Central. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Frisco Rough Riders. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. So stepping in is Ray Dog, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The left fielder.
And a slider that time as this ball's hammered to deep left field. And that is the definition of a mistake pitch there as this ball is gone. A home run. So it's a solo shot on the very first pitch of the ball game. Second home run early in the year. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, as a pitcher, just trying to get that first pitch over. This guy doesn't have a lot of pop, but he made him pay for it.
So next to hit is Ray Dog. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
And I'm sure as he strides to the plate right here, he's certainly got to have a little bit more confidence. But that's not his game. He's got to get back to what makes him successful, put bat to baseball, and try and drive something right back up the middle.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Siri leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Bottom of the inning now, and now it'll be the catcher, Kevin Mendoza.
The catcher, Kevin.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Dog arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And the runner not tagging will... Stepping in once again is Ray Dog, struck out in his last trip to the plate. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
And it's 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, the old classic 2-strike. Let's throw the fastball right down the middle. Not in this game. Gotta believe you gotta work the corners a little bit more. Fastball command is paramount at this level.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Next to hit, Ray Dog. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB. When that threat of running's on first base, man, does that change the whole pitcher's mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
I think he had his mind made up. He was, yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
3-2, the finish in tonight's game. The Hooks earned the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Riley Farrell claims the win out of the pen, his first. Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation. Now at the plate, here is Ray Dog. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And now the first pitch. Now that's popped up.
All right, make a turn, make a turn.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Digging in, the switch hitter, Kevin Mendoza. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases.
Relay, hit me, relay.
And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call on the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up 1 for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you, and oftentimes they lead to more mistakes.
Ray Dog is in for his 2nd plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The 1-1 home.
That's a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Pops this one up. He lays out, but it's out of his reach, so that's a tough strike, too. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Ryan Doro.
The designated hitter, Ryan Doro.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Nice job in the box right there. Just a professional, clean AB.
So the next to bat will be Ray Dog, struck out in his last trip to the plate. Liner towards second, but this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Next up, Josh Young, hit by a pitch last time, perhaps looking for a little payback. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Dog is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. So here is Ray Dog, 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch lifted in the air out towards left center. Rodriguez is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Now into the box, Ray Dog. He flew out in his last AB. From the belt, kicks and deals. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now here's a fly ball, well hit, a ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So it's no runs on a hit, no hit.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4-out save. Job well done.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Hooks jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Pete Weathers gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Carson LaRue gets a 4-out save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here. This version. This is
Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me on the podcast today. Jim, do you think this two-way experiment can work?
Well, it's difficult. You know, it's interesting to take a look at, but there's a reason this doesn't get tried very often, is that it's very hard to be a big league hitter. It's very hard to be a big league pitcher. And when you're trying to do both at the same time, it really increases that degree of difficulty. I always think of a guy like Dave Winfield, who was probably the best two-way player. You know, he's drafted in football and basketball too. Unbelievable athlete coming out of Minnesota. And the Padres took him right almost at the top of the draft. He'd struck out 15 in his last College World Series game. And they didn't even mess around with it. They just put him in the big league. They put him in the big leagues, but immediately as a hitter. So it'll be interesting. It can work, but it's that much harder than trying to just make it as a one-way player.